little better job on. You just can't gamble, give him the easy back. Toughness and grit. 11 points in 14 minutes off the bench. This is a big stretch for the Cavs. Kevin Durant taking a breather along with Klay Thompson. Inside pass to Jordan Bell. Golden State finding the open man once again. That was beautiful play design. With Curry as the screener on a back screen. And his man hugged him. So Bell came off clean. Corver. Good score on Curry to win. Curry just 1 of 11 from the field. 0 for 7 from downtown. But the Warriors still have the lead. So on the Curry, we have the double team. We put it out of bounds. And the left foot for Steph Curry.
All right, so it's 10 minutes and 45 seconds left. LeBron James just took a terrible three-point shot and missed. 0 for 4 for three-point range. And Golden State Warriors are up 2 points. Steph Curry. Oh, that was totally Kyle Korver. Yeah, that was. Oh. Jordan Bell almost just posterized the Cavs team. So it's a 2-point game, possibly a 4-point game.
Jordan Bell, why is everybody hugging and leaving the lane? It's not like they have a bunch of shooters. James should have been in the lane off Draymond Green. Rodney Hood should have been in the lane off Sean Livingston. You've got to know your personnel, and it changes all the time.
Yo, what's up, William Jensky?
Started 15 games during the regular season. Again, getting 20 minutes here in the playoffs. Very productive night. Game 7 minutes. He has not scored. He's 0 for 3 from the field. Look at the second by Draymond Green. He's on LeBron James. Leaves him, runs to a wide open Kyle Korver and forces that turn. The Warriors have made him a main target as Curry misses again.
It's a 3-point game. Golden State up 3 points, 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cleveland fans better.
That's the way he's got to play. With all due respect, he's not Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a knockdown shooter. LeBron James is a shooter when he gets a rhythm. Don't let this Warriors team off the hook by jacking up three. Put your head down and keep the pressure on. When you get uncomfortable from the three, put your head down and attack. Tony Bryant takes you through an in-depth NBA playoff skill breakdown in detail. Available exclusively on ESPN Plus. An episode focusing on
what a fucking idiot. This dude tells me to shut the fuck up in my own group.
Doing the first 2 games. Nothing going down from Steph Curry. Now in for 13. Rodney Hood drives.
God, what a fucking idiot. Oh, okay. It's a 1-point lead. Cleveland got the lead back. And Kevin Durant just shuts the crowd up. Shoots it right over Kyle Korver. 88-87. 9 minutes left in the fourth.
36 points on 12 of 18 from the field. They're going to push up Curry. They're going to have to help. They're going to exactly 30 minutes. You think about it, people talk about Kevin Durant as ISO ball
Oh, this fucking idiot. Globeheads are so angry. God, they're just so angry. What? I mean, you just don't do any research. That's okay. You lived your life in nescience, in pure ignorance, and you don't do any research on your own. And you want to get spoon-fed by people that you brainwash yourself into trusting. But deep down in your heart, you know you can't trust them.
There must be something about his ability to finish because this plays outstanding in that spurt of 6 or 7 minutes to start.
Hey, what's up, Antonio? Sean Livingston is Sean Livingston's playing amazing. Sean Livingston hit a jumper. Corver missed a three-pointer. Rodney Hood has been playing really well. Ties up the game. 90-90. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left. Well, good night, Antonio. Appreciate you tuning in for a sec. Oh, God. Kevin Durant just turn around, fade away. He's got 38 points. Just pooping on people. Mr. Efficient. Cool. Thanks for joining, William. Appreciate you joining, William. Pretty garbage.
Just because he's stronger than everybody else on the court. If the contact is the same, this has to be called. That's a foul. Oh, he's going to keep it. Kyle Korver talking about games when he said when he played against him, he always felt
Nothing like watching LeBron James miss his free throws in clutch time. Yo, William, what is the biggest bang for your buck change you can make? Let me know in the comments, please.
I tell you, welcome site for Warriors fans, $100 back to the ball game. Steve Kerr looking probably for him to close out this game. Iguodala, before he got hurt, was always the one was the closer. 92-91. I'm the cat. I'm forcing Andre Iguodala on Draymond Green to make a shot. But it's not disrespect. I'm just playing my heart.
Oh, bed therapy? Wow, that was a foul. See, they're trying to help LeBron win now. Kevin Durant just got fouled there by J.R. Smith. But they're trying to help LeBron win.
You can tell he's nowhere near. Curry with 7-2. Curry kicks it out. Draymond Green to corner Green. Solid defense. Even if that goes in, the Mark said the
It is 92-91, 6 minutes and 25 seconds. LeBron's dribbling, crossover on Draymond Green. Nice, easy basket. Cross, move on Draymond Green. Easy one-handed floater for LeBron. Now Kevin Durant, he just passed it. And he's got about 7 assists now. Made Kevin Love fall over. And Andre Iguodala is starting to get his feet wet. All right, good night, Antonio. Thanks for popping in, dog. Oh, wow, cool. So, bed therapy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out, William.
Everything's changed.
Yeah, I'm really interested in getting better and more sleep, or at least better sleep for less. Cool. Yeah, thanks for sharing, William. Inclined. Oh, inclined bed therapy. Okay. Okay. I actually like sleeping on an incline.
Trees of green, red roses too. I see the room, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. Let's go places.
The NBA Finals are here. Fans are wondering who this year's
7-inch raise in the head of your bed. All right, cool. Thanks, William. Appreciate that, man. I've seen a lot of old people doing that. I've had family members who've done that. I'll definitely check that out. I'm going to try that.
careful about the rest. Snowball season premiere on FX. This team has no question. Eddie Cyprian's a top LA detective. Rachel builds him a disgraced star. The rules on now they're together in the summer's sexiest ride-along.
I'm just really excited right now.
That's my God. Take 2, June 21st on ABC. Iowa Fisher, music by Kyle on an all-new Kill Alive later tonight on ABC. Steph Curry struggling 1 for 14 on the night. Good defense by the Cavs, contesting and staying connected. These are shots that we've seen the best shooter in the history of this game. Knocked down time and time again. A long night. Still time left, but struggling. 0 for 9 from three-point line. Who holds the record? Well, I don't know about three, but Dennis Johnson was 0 for 14 in the finals. Ray Allen was 0 for 13. So that's all you know is your coach. That's all I know. John Stark holds the record. 0 for 11.
Oh, LeBron just gets ripped by Kevin Durant. 94-93, Golden State Warriors. Kevin Durant's got the ball. Tristan Thompson's guarding him. Not a wise choice. Not a wise choice. Kevin Durant guarding him, or Kevin Love guarding him. Uh-oh. Huh. Klay Thompson should have had that. Iguodala should have shot that shot. LeBron James misses the layup. Steph Curry. Getting serious.
Looking for an open. J.R. Smith steps past him. Strip down low. Smith with his heel.
Ooh, looked like he kind of had some contact there.
These last 4:45. Rodney Hood. Hood sees an opening. Gets into the paint. Strip play. Tristan Thompson. Hook gets it back. Pass inside to Tristan Thompson. Draymond Green knocks it away. First play Thompson.
Tristan Thompson was down there for 5 to 10 seconds.
Draymond Green picks up his fourth foul. And it's family contact. Good energy by the Warriors getting back into the picture, but as Tristan Thompson dribbles his basketball, that's a grab. That's a foul.
Okay. I'll give him that.
14 fouls.
LeBron. What? He called a foul on that? And they just called some very, very quick fouls and got the Cavs or the Golden State Warriors in the the Cavs are in the bonus now. So now the Cavs have 4 minutes and 24 seconds of time in the bonus, and they called a foul on that. Wow, that was some light ass bullshit. Hey, what's up, Katie, and your lovely child that's about to be birthed into this patriarchal world, dualistic world. It's just a dualistic world is all. I mean, actually, that's not even a true statement. It seems to be dualistic. And Kevin Durant just hit a ridiculous fadeaway, and he has 40 points, and he brings the Golden State Warriors up 1 point now. Golden State Warriors 96, Cleveland 95. 4 minutes left in the game. Cavs fans better put their big boy pants on. Start getting serious. Oh, it's easy money for J.R. Smith. Oh, he misses it. Of course, it's dark and shadowy. Cheap Powerland. Hey, what's up, Darren? Yo, share the link, William. Ooh, the Cavs get lucky. Kevin Durant dropped the ball out of bounds. Well,
You gotta be aggressive and make a play. I'm so sure right now, Rodney Hood shouldn't be involved in some of the actions to go get his own shot. He's been outstanding. The 2018 NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV on ABC. YouTube TV. Cable free live TV this year.
yeah, I thought Math's channel got taken down last night. It was temporarily blocked last night, Katie. I couldn't go to Math's channel last night. It was shut down temporarily. It seems to be working fine now.
I mean, that was great. We haven't been through Google work yet, so you have to say, "Hey Google, hey Google."
Hi, how can I help? Places for you. Hey Google, play the next episode. Play the crowd on Netflix. All Channing Tatum.
Yo, Google. That was great. Please get one where you say, "Hey Google."
Hey Google, find my phone.
Oh.
Hey Google.
Yo, Google. What? Okay, let's just go with Yo Google then. I'm sure the engineers would love to update everything. Yo.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Yes, it's commercial. It's a commercial, so I'll take a shotty.
Walking like a man, hitting like a hammer, she's a juvenile scam. No matter what the quit on, she's like a raindrop.
She's got the look. She's got the look. She's got the look. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go, pieces. The blade quality you'd expect from Gillette. At a price you would. The new Gillette 3 and Gillette 5. Available now for $7.99. Gillette, the best of man you get. Can I make a song? Tomorrow, see what critics are raving about the A-plus performances. They will keep you laughing and cheering. Spectacular. I'm just good at this. Do we have to still step? Yes. It's brilliant. And that's gorgeous. Ocean Grade. Why do you need to do this? Because I'm happy to do tomorrow. NBA Finals will continue Friday from here in Cleveland with Game 4 coverage against the NBA Countdown 8 Eastern on ESPN. Tip-off shortly after 9 on ABC on Friday.
Right.
This is a fake screen to get you to switch to give LeBron James stay connected to Kevin Durant. This is outstanding defense by Kevin Love. And I'm not going to put him in this situation. I'm going to tell LeBron to defend him because that's Kevin Love. As great defense as he played, he's still frustrated.
Blader Diesel here.
With 3:11 remaining, and it's team down by 1. Well, we now wait from the game. They have to switch. He wanted. Iguodala has great hands. Looks like he got that one pretty clean.
Iguodala just cleanly stripped Kevin Love when they call a foul on it. They're just rigging this game 100%. Now that I'm commentating it live, it's good that I have it archived, so I can see myself laughing at all the calls that the refs have done in the Cavs' favor so far this quarter. Ah, it's hilarious. That's too funny. And the Golden State's still winning by 1 point. They would be up by 10 points. Ah, it's too funny. Stripped from behind by old Iguodala. Ooh. Steph Curry hits his first three-pointer. He was 0 for 9. Finally hit it. But that was at a crucial time. It was at 2:20 in the game. So now it's a 4-point game. Not looking good. LeBron James misses his layup. Ooh, LeBron hit a 3. Nice. One point game. Desperate offense for the Cavs. LeBron finally hits a shot. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Iguodala throws it down, dunks it like he was in a hot tub time machine. And now it's a 3-point game with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. The Golden State Warriors are about to seal this series up if they can win. It'll be a 3-0, 3-0 series. LeBron does a pass. Tristan Thompson. It's like, LeBron, why don't you take the shot and stop passing it to Tristan Thompson, bruh? Maybe then I'd believe you that you should be top 10 all time. Until you start taking shots and making them in crunch time, I ain't putting you in the top 10. You're still outside the top 10. You're like 11. Ooh. Kevin Durant does something that LeBron doesn't do. He hits it a long-range shot from very, very far away. That makes it a 6-point game with 49 seconds left. I'm sorry, Cavs fans. Even when the refs are trying to help the Cavs win, there's nothing you can do against the glitch in LeBron James's system. The glitch in LeBron James's matrix system. Land, power, and math, the Warriors are very close to winning. It's a 6-point game with 50 seconds left. Only 50 seconds left.
2018 Ken. So, let's go, please.
Appreciate the 6 people watching. Doesn't take much. 6 people is a crowd to me.
You can finally have Domino's delivered to every single one of them. No address? No problem.
Appreciate you guys tuning in for this short little commentating. I just wanted to commentate myself. I just wanted to commentate the refs trying to help LeBron win and failing. It's always good to archive those types of things. I had myself laughing at the refs. All right, so it's the Cavs ball. LeBron almost just got a. That's a huge dunk. All right, well, it's a layup. 4-point game. 106 to 102. 30 seconds left. LeBron on Durant. Steph Curry with the nice dish assist to Draymond Green, and the Cavs fans are starting to realize they're pulling out the broom, and the sweep James is about to be back, folks. LeBron James, yes, LeBron. Bust out the broom, bust out the broom. It's gonna be a sweep. You gotta bust out the broom. It's so funny making fun of LeBron. He's such an underachiever. He's just happy living in Michael Jordan, Kobe's shadow, apparently. What a shame.
He's saying he's going to score a bunch of big players out.
There are multiples on the table. One is cash, pure FHA, one is VA. So what can you do?
She's saying a whole lot of people want to buy this house. But you got this. Rocket mortgage by Quicken Loans.
I mean, this could have just blew up in my face, and I would have been commentating, hoping that LeBron loses and then he comes back and wins. But unfortunately, LeBron's not that good. He's not Kobe. He's not Michael Jordan, and he's not even Kobe. Too bad, the Cavs fans.
Once again, as this one appears to have slipped away for the Cavaliers. Well, up 3, Kevin Durant with the deep threes off the dribble. Incredible individual offense. It's not about team offense in many of these situations, but do you have a better player than the guy guarding you? And tonight, Durant's been the best player on the court. Very quickly fouled. J.R. Smith. So Allen go to the free throw line. 3 for 16 tonight. 1 of 10 from 3. That one three-pointer was an important one here in the fourth. He's 2 for 2 from the line. One of the greatest free throw shooters in the history of the game. Look at his playoff numbers, 95%. Some of the crowd heading for the exits. With the Cavs down by 6. And again, Cleveland out of timeouts. And that'll make it a 7-point lead. Sports Center with Scott Benfeld next on ESPN. The new breakdown with this tape was both team press conferences. Analysis Sports Center on ESPN. After the game. Curry pretty much wraps this one up. It makes it an 8-point lead with 11.7 remaining. And a crushing loss for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Team got 0-3 here in this best of 7 series.
Yeah.
Of course,
You want to have on the live link? I'm already got it running. That's all I have to do is just hand you the link.
Brilliant. 43 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. The Golden State Warriors
All right, hold on. I'm going to invite Sean on real quick. We're just going to make fun of LeBron for a little bit. And then, yeah, I'll get out of here after like 15 minutes. So just stick with me for a second while I get Sean on here.
Golden State comes back and wins it, led by a masterpiece from Kevin Durant. He's the doors.
Kevin, very similar to Game 3 last year. Game 1 in the balance as your guys congratulate you.
Hello?
And yet again, you walk up almost the exact same spot, exact same shot. And you just
Hello?
through that 3 that you made that was sort of a dagger.
Hello?
Just one shot on the
What's going on, buddies? Am I muted? Dan? God damn it, you stupid asshole. Oh, you make me sick.
Yo, I'm fucking muted. Yo, where the hell you at, Soon? Alright, so here. Put that shit there. Yo. Join back in, son.
Yo, buddy, you there? Dan. Yo, buddy.
Yo, join back in. I don't want to sign back on Facebook because it like kicks me off. Yeah, so just join back in and it should work.
You there?
Yeah.
Stupid asshole.
Yeah, no, dude. Whenever I like try to if I try to go to Facebook, you know how I have like a million tabs up, it freezes.
Yeah. Shout out to P-Mars.
Shout out to P-Mars. Shout out to LeBron.
Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to LeChoke.
Shout out to Lebron James.
LeBron, yeah. It's going to be his second sweep of his career.
LeBron James bust out the mobs and get the sweeping materials out.
Yeah.
I've never seen a greatest of all time dish off to Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith as much as LeBron.
Legend. Goat.
What a legend. Dishing it off to Tristan Thompson to take his shots in crunch time.
Oh, then you see KG just pulling up from 35 feet out. Just raising on fools.
So let me get this straight. What were you saying about LeBron being better than KD?
I still think he's better than KD, but KD had an amazing game.
How many did he have? 42? 44?
43, 13 rebounds, 6 or 7 assists, 6 or 9 from the three-point line.
All that was needed out of Steph Curry was one 3-pointer.
It's so awesome.
He misses 10 of them, but hits the one that matters. The one with 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Yeah. Oh, it was huge.
And then Kevin. Oh my God, LeBron's just being an idiot, throwing the ball out of bounds, throwing it to Tristan Thompson, Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, brick. He's missing everything. He throws it. Kevin Durant rips him, steals it off of him. Oh my gosh, LeBron. He made that one 3-pointer, but besides that, he didn't do shit at the end.
Yeah, it's absolute garbage.
Wow, that is embarrassing to be a LeBron James fan at this point. Yeah, dude. I mean, for fuck's sake, put Kobe in that. Put prime Kobe in that situation.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? This Kobe would be guarding Kevin Durant the entire game. By the way,
Look at LeBron's shooting percentage when Kobe guarded him, and Kobe's shooting percentage when LeBron guarded him. Kobe shot like 50% when LeBron guarded him, and LeBron shot like 28% when Kobe guarded him.
Nice. That's a nice little statistic. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I will give this statistic to LeBron, even though I watched every single Kobe versus LeBron game. LeBron James's teams have beaten Kobe's teams overall, the amount of LeBron versus Kobe games. But I watched every single one of them, and they all were reffed absolutely putridly. And LeBron James, out of those like 12 games, injured Kobe like out of six times.
Yeah, he'll do that.
God, what a scumbag! Stepping on Kobe's feet, fucking breaking his fingers so he can't shoot, but he's still fucking.
That's what he does.
Looks like LeBron's falling apart in his old man age, man. It looks like he's falling apart. He's just breaking down, you know.
Getting old. He's an old man, man. I'm old, man.
I'm old, man.
Oh God. I don't know. Is he? You know, if he's breaking down, or he's getting old, or he's just ready to join up with Playoff P in LA.
Yeah, but did you notice all the LeBron James to Golden State Warriors stories that came out yesterday? Yeah. I set it up. I set the stage.
Now I remember I said that.
You're an idiot. It's recorded. I said it. It's recorded.
I don't remember that. I remember me saying it, and it looks like it's going to come true. Yeah.
No, Steph Curry.
Just say it. I'm Nostradamus of the NBA. Admit it.
The only way that happens is if Draymond Green leaves the team and they replace him with LeBron.
And I called it. Yeah.
I just called it right now.
I already called it like years ago.
Oh my gosh.
So his contract's up. He's going to Golden State. He's a loser.
I'm going to say this right now. I don't believe in any of that volcano, Guatemalan volcano stuff. That's another.
Oh my God, we're there already.
It's totally total bullshit. And what else? Oh, this David Spade, his wife thing.
What about Spade?
They're all bullshit. She got thrown into the lava. It's quite obvious.
Wait, what happened? David Spade's wife died?
Yeah, she got thrown into the lava pits.
What are they reporting what happened? Okay, not what you're telling me what happened. What are they reporting what happened?
She committed suicide by jumping into the lava pits.
David Spade's wife.
Yeah, she jumped in the lava pits.
Well, I kind of don't believe this, so I'm gonna have to look it up.
Look it up. Yeah, she jumped into Guatemala and she flew in an airplane and then dove headfirst into the lava pits. Actually, she was investigating the child pedophilia Pizzagate, and then she was murdered. But it says apparent suicide.
I don't see anything about David Spade.
His
sister. I put sister.
Oh, his sister. My bad.
Oh, you're talking about Kate Spade?
Yeah, never mind. That purse stealer.
Dude, didn't they find her in her goddamn hotel room?
I'm not sure. All I know is that that is bullcrap, and all the people dying in the Guatemalan lava pits, lava. That's complete utter. This is the Pompeii 2.0 here. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the second coming of Pompeii.
She didn't throw herself in lava. God damn it, Dan. Oh, you make me sick. Oh. Blood injection!
I gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, you make me sick. Just look at you. Look at you.
Kate Spade, David's sister-in-law, reported dead by suicide. Hanging, yeah. It's always a hanging. Fuck out of here.
Hey, dude, maybe she hung herself, bro.
Sometimes.
That is better. Well, I know what you're thinking now, Snatch. I know, burying your son down the Indian burial ground, down near Anderson's farm. But sometimes that is better.
I know what you think of that. You want to reincarnate your son by getting that pig's corpse and burying him in there and getting that ritual going. But don't do it though, Stotch. Sometimes that is better.
Don't do it, Stotch. Don't go down by the side of Anderson's barn near the Indian burial ground, right behind Anderson's barn. Bring your son back. Your son isn't what you put in the ground isn't what came out.
Oh yeah.
What was that part?
Hold on, I gotta look this up right now.
That's why it's so genius. They could even pay homage to a random character like the dude from Pet Sematary, the grandfather.
Oh yeah, is that who? That's who it is.
That's who it is, dude. That's the grandpa from Pet Sematary.
God, that movie fucking like traumatized me, dude. Jesus Christ.
Oh God. Like he sees his wife again. Like,
dude, was it the kid? Or was it the kid that got hit by like a fucking semi truck or something?
Yeah, that was at the beginning. Yeah.
Fucking Christ, man.
He buries the kid.
Dude, that shit absolutely traumatized me as a child. All right, so sometimes
that is better.
That is better. Indian. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Check this out. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, but back to the LeBron bashing.
Go back to LeBron bashing. So he's going to be swept twice in the finals. Oh, we didn't even discuss the game one where everyone's like the refs cheated him. JR's an idiot. They had a timeout left. He could have taken that timeout, but he wasn't prepared. Unfortunately, he didn't know they had a timeout, so it's just like, here to blame JR.
You mean like Chris Webber? You mean like Chris Webber did?
Well, Chris Webber called a timeout when they didn't have a timeout. So he did Bizarro World Webber, in where he had a timeout and didn't call it when he should have. You there? God damn it, Dan. You and your awesome computer.
Yep.
I was gonna say, is your awesome computer acting awesome again?
Yeah, I had to switch over to HDMI, and then and now I have this though. Could tell me you can hear this. All right.
Oh, Bonus. Oh, Bonus, I miss you so much. Mr. Starch, I know what you think. Who are you? I came to talk you out of it. You need to just accept that your son is dead, not try to bring him back. I know you're thinking of putting him up there. The Indian burial ground up there. You're thinking of putting him up there. Don't deny the thought hadn't crossed your mind, Louis. You're thinking if you bury his body there, it will come back to life. Sometimes dead is better. Indian burial ground? You asked me. Anyone never buried a person. It's been done before. What you're thinking of? My name was Timmy Bateman. You're saying it.
What is that other thing?
It's the actual scenes from Pet Sematary of the.
Oh God, yes.
Thinking of? My name was Timmy Bateman.
Name was Timmy Bateman.
Saying if I dig up my son's body and rebury him at the old Indian burial ground, then I don't do it, Sarge.
Not Stotch.
You're saying if I dig up my son's body and rebury him at the old Indian burial ground, then I don't do it, Sarge. What comes out of the ground ain't the thing you put in. The ground, what comes out of the ground ain't the thing you put in. The Indians do that.
The Indians do that.
What's
That's why they stopped using it when the ground went soft. I'm just here to talk you out of it. The ground went soft. That's why they stopped using it when the ground went soft. I'm just here to talk you out of it. Don't bury your son's body at the Indian burial ground, Scotch. The one that's right up over there behind the Addison's barn. Sometimes that is better.
one of the greatest reoccurring characters that South Park has ever had.
All right, we got to do another scene like that because that's too much fun.
Don't do it, Stotch.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of burying him down behind the Anderson's barn.
You know, the Indian burial ground right behind Anderson's barn. Don't do it, Stotch.
Oh, hold on. Nope, just up to my boobs. I can splash it in my eyes. What the fuck? You gotta get rid of the milkman. You gotta kill him. Kill him good. And then you gotta go to the store from your stuff from then on. What the fuck? Oh man. Wait. Oh man. Freaking amazing. So
back to LeBron bashing.
Yeah, it's just too easy. I mean, honestly, so I did this. This is called fourth quarter NBA Finals Game 3, commentating the refs, trying to help LeBron win. And lo and behold, I did the whole fourth quarter. And as soon as I started it, they blatantly tried to help LeBron win. There was, I'd say, a solid 6 calls I commentated live where they blatantly reversed, and everything was wrong. It was just the opposite of what it should be. And still, they couldn't help LeBron. They couldn't make LeBron win. And like, I was even commenting, it's like, it's meta. It's like, wow, I'm like this could have blew up in my face and I could have been commentating because they were only at 1 point when I started. And then actually they got a lead. And then it was gone immediately. And this could have blew up in my face, and LeBron could have easily made it 2-1. But yeah, that didn't work at all, and now it's 3-0. And so let's see here now, Sean. Now remember when I called it that LeBron's gonna that they're gonna make him come back when it's 3-1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna make him come back. It's 3-0 now, right?
Not happening. Aldo, you're not getting another treat, so don't even try it.
No team, no player, no team in NBA history has come back from down 3-0 in the finals.
Because it won't happen. That's why. Come on, man. We know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, what we know what's going to happen is they're going to milk one more game out of it.
One more. Like, we'll give them this next one.
LeBron they'll squeeze one more game out of it.
Oh, guaranteed.
I'm like, are they punishing LeBron for rigging it against him when they gave him a ring when they beat the 72 or 73 and 9 Warriors? So like since
when they suspended Draymond for a game.
Yeah, so
that shit that Tristan Thompson did when he got
exactly, and Kevin Love came off the bench, which warranted a suspension. So 2 players should have been suspended.
Oh, they couldn't do that because they'd be like, oh, he just has no help, you know. It was unfair. They shouldn't have suspended him for that. They should have just let him play. But it's like, dude, you make special rules for them.
And that's ridiculous. I was watching it with my dad, and I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, well, Tristan Thompson's gonna get suspended for that, for 1 game for that, and then I thought about it. I go, oh, never mind. They're not gonna do that.
They would never do that, dude. Why would they do that?
Oh my god, because that would be fair to the rules, and it would. Dude, did you see how much crying LeBron James did this game? It's like, oh my god, dude. How can anyone? He looks like a video game character. Like he's like his. I'm sorry, but he is an ugly motherfucker. And he in his fucking mouth, it's like this. It's like this. Look. He's like, it's just he's always like his mouth is always flapping. It's so loud and big. It's like, dude, oh my! I feel like I'd be like I've done this to my mom before. You know, it's kind of disrespectful. When I go like this, I'm like she says something I don't like, Sean, and I'm like this. I'm like I go like this. I go like it's like seeing this. It's like seeing the sunlight. It's like in the morning, like
That's hilarious.
And I just walk away, and so like when I what was I gonna like when I see LeBron crying like that to the refs, and like, dude, like Kevin Durant knocked it off of him, played defense, knocked it off of LeBron James's leg. And then he's crying, and then LeBron James pretends like not. He puts his hands up, like it went off of one of the Warriors, and he's like, "Yep, that's not off me." And he puts his hands up, and then he starts crying to the ref when he's like, "What do you mean?" Like,
oh, when he got stripped and it went off of him.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it went off. You got stripped because your handles are shitty because you don't have any handles. You don't have any left. You don't have any right. You don't have MJ handles. You don't have Kobe handles. You don't got that. You don't got those handles.
No.
He's got brick handles. He's got dirty brick handles. Ugh. But
he's a legend.
Yeah, listen to this. Did you hear that?
Was that when they did Bane
from South Park? Randy. Well, hello there, you Mr. UPS man.
Well, hello there, Mr. UPS man.
All right, hold on a second. Wait, what?
How did you get rid of him? How did you get rid of the milkman? There's no getting rid of him. Call me whenever you need me back. Who are
Dude, this is amazing.
Hey there. Looks like I got a couple packages from Amazon for you. Oh, is that so? Eat that! Stan, you got something from Amazon?
UPS man and mom. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. The milkman has come back.
You come home to catch the UPS man pounding your wife out like a mounted duck. Find that part. That's the best part.
But first,
yes. The song always sounds where he's going, Dragon. Ain't no place like jacking it than San Diego. Jacking it, smacking it, snapping it, slap. Taking it past well, but look, guys, jacking it.
I've been around God's country. It's one thing that I know.
Well, ain't no better place for jacking it than San Diego. Like us jacking it. Dude, remember when we saw the actual homeless guy jacking it in San Diego?
So what did you just say?
That there was a time where me and you we saw an actual homeless guy jacking it in public in San Diego while we're waiting in the middle of traffic in Point Loma. He's in his wheelchair. And this is what I don't understand. Like,
he was looking right at us.
Oh, he saw your long hair. He thought you were a chick, and he was done, fool.
And that was after we drove by the Coney propaganda.
Oh, Coney. What was it? 2012 Coney. God damn your awesome computer.
Studio. Yo. Sorry, we were talking about Coney 2012, so they tried to glitch us out off.
Oh, but, God damn it.
They're like, he's telling real stories about his real life and how he found the Coney studio site, and there was literally a whole bunch of Coney 2012 studio vans in a building, and it was all fenced off and barbed wire. And there's a whole bunch of vans that all looked exactly the same. They said Coney 2012 on the side of it, and I'm like, what, dude? That's like, this is a studio. Like, what the fuck? And then we saw a homeless man jerking off in San Diego. And is this after? Yeah, this is after the South Park.
This was after
the South Park episode, the Coney 2000. And not only did the Coney 2012 South Park episode.
If you don't forget that we started playing Jacking It in San Diego while we're stuck in traffic, while the guy is masturbating, we put it through on Bluetooth on the radio, remember?
It's like, so not only did we drive by Coney 2012's a studio that they filmed in, we were listening to the song, and then we saw a homeless man jacking it in San Diego. That's how how strange life is sometimes. It's almost remember the time we were telling out of all the words that we used in the daily process of life, the word that we use most is Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
And it's like, it's not something to be too proud of, but then you go, Jesus, but that was in the past, that was a long time. I don't use the Christ's name in vain so much more often, but I will say Jesus and Jesus Christ a good amount. And so we were at that. What was that? That was probably around the same amount of time, 2012. That that was just, it was It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, South Park. It's just Jesus. It's just something that. Oh, and then also, like, if we seen like a good looking woman, or I'm like, you Jesus Christ,
Jesus Christ.
So there was different ways of using it. Like if someone did something stupid, like during a video game, like it's like, Jesus Christ, man, like come on, like you can't, like Jesus Christ. But so like, remember we were talking about it, and then we almost got hit by a semi truck coming into traffic.
Yeah.
And then actually they and it was either that, or we were an inch away from being smushed into the side of the right hand side of the rails, and then the cement. So either we were going to bashed by the semi, or he was going to just smush us into the. And this was during the story about how we were, what was our favorite word to use, and then literally we both went, Jesus Christ, as we were saying the story out. I just think that was a funny thing. Like we both in unison screamed Jesus Christ while talking about that, saying our favorite word, and then and I'm like, maybe we should probably not use this word so much.
Yeah, I do remember that, man. I remember that vividly. Weren't we like fucking going to a comedy show downtown?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe was it the first time we saw Chappelle?
Or was it Bill Burr?
Or was it No, it wasn't. No. I don't know, but yeah, that was an eye opener.
Oh, that was a good one.
But yeah, dude. I mean, that's just a terrible thing for the NBA. It's just, I don't know.
He created this. He did
it, man.
Like, everyone wants to give Durant shit. It was this fool that fucking called up fucking D-Wade's like, dude, I'm going to team up with you, man. Bosch was already going there. They all knew it.
Ray Allen.
They bring in Ray Allen the next season. Like, he needed any more help. Everyone's like, Ray Allen's old.
Call up Rashard Lewis, too.
Rashard Lewis, fucking Birdman, fucking still had fucking Haslam that was a fucking dirty.
Former All-Stars.
Like, all these players, dude. Didn't they even try and poach Bynum after we had him?
Actually, yeah.
Dude, you remember when Bynum came back? Those like 5 games, he was averaging like 20 a game, just looking former All-Star
with the Pacers with playoff. Yep. Yeah, no, I was living over at your house then, and yeah, you picked him up, and I'm like, dude, that was a great pickup, dude. And I'm like, you brought fucking playoff P, brought Bynum out of retirement, and again, they had to stop playoff P from ruining and tarnishing LeBron's legacy.
Oh yeah.
Because if LeBron loses to Kevin Durant in the 2012 or 10, sorry, playoff, if he gets swept, gets knocked out in Game 7 versus PG, there's so many, like, his whole legacy would be an afterthought. I mean, to me, technically it already is, but like it would be a literal afterthought to the mainstream media. But they couldn't allow that to happen, dude. You know that.
No, not at all.
And on that note, hi, protect my balls.
Last fighting love.
He says, so let's fighting.
One of the great. This is the greatest anime song ever. Better than Dragon Ball Z. Better than Attack on Titan.
Everybody, let's show them what we do here. Please welcome all the way from Kazakhstan. They are Baroque and his Cowboy Astana Band.
Oh my God. Oh, are you putting on what I think you're putting on? It is called In My Country We Have Problem.
In my country, there is a problem.
It means in my country there is a problem. In my country there is problem, and that problem is transport. It takes very, very long because Kazakhstan is big. Roads and
So my country can be free. So my country can be free.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I'm not gonna do that to you.
You can put it on. I mean, it's just Borat, but it's just funny how he gets this entire room of rednecks to start singing this song with him.
Unbelievable. So let's see here. So it's 2-1. Is it? Did they change it back to? Is it 2-1-1?
No, it goes 2-2-1-1-1.
Oh, so they changed it. Oh no, so they left it the same now. So it's 2-2-1-1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give Cleveland another chance then. So they're like, do we really want to like? Because like if we allow the Golden State to beat them cleanly, then everyone will call him LeBron James, and that'll like make him really angry. And like and the NBA doesn't want LeBron to retire, because I think like LeBron is literally considering it at this point. Dude, I'm not even kidding around, dude. I literally can feel it in LeBron's soul that he's like, dude, I don't know, unless I join Kawhi Leonard and be Kawhi Leonard's number 2. And LaMarcus Aldridge is number 2. So like LeBron James they'll all be number 2s. Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, and LeBron James. And it's like 3 really amazing number 2s. So like it's like, but Kawhi Leonard, here's the thing. Kawhi Leonard already proved that he's a number 1 by guarding LeBron James, shutting him down, and then getting the Finals MVP and also sweeping LeBron James. So Kawhi Leonard already swept LeBron James and shut him down, and scored 20 points a game. It's like, wow. People don't. People.
It was like
People
his
have.
second, third year too.
Dude, people have forgotten about Kawhi Leonard. Not only because it's Kawhi Leonard, but that and he's on the Spurs, and that he didn't play this season. They're forgetting that he's the third or fourth best player in the NBA. It's like, yeah, if he goes to the Lakers and I get PG, dude, give me PG and Kawhi Leonard. That I'm good with that.
Little PG, little Kawhi.
What's going on I hear some rumblings that I hear some rumblings in Indiana about, obviously Oladipo's a better player without Westbrook, but I was hearing some like homecoming, like people from Indiana in the NBA are thinking about going back to the Pacers. Do you know any players from Indiana that are currently not on Indiana, or that were affiliated with the College of Indiana that aren't on that they're like all-stars or borderline superstars?
Not borderline superstars, but Eric Gordon.
Okay, so you got Eric Gordon. He's an Indiana native. Who else then?
We got, there's OG Anunoby. He's not even close, though. We got Cody Zeller. Dude, there's not many that are like borderline superstars. That's the thing.
I could have swore I heard somebody was. Oh, it was actually Julius Randle was the. Or no, dude. Like PG and Julius Randle were seen
hanging out.
Yeah, what's going on there?
I don't know. Maybe PG coming to the Lakers and they're gonna keep Randy's.
Damn, dude. Dude, I don't know about you, but did you see the size of Julius Randle?
Yeah.
Is it not me, or is his shoulders and upper body double the size of what they were this past season?
It's ridiculous. He's gigantic.
Dude, he already got in maximum efficient shape this past season, and he was a walking double-double and triple-double. And now he's the size of Dwight Howard. So, and he's not playing like a bullheaded idiot like in a china shop like some elite players that rhymed with Clement fames.
That rhyme with LeFraud James.
Oh man, I feel sorry for LeBron. He's always going to be on my top 11 list.
He's such a joke.
Top 11 list. Yo, so let's get this in the record. Nah, I'm not gonna do that publicly. It's too funny. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. It's hilarious. I know. He's like, I don't even want to be involved in this conversation. That's hilarious. Throw a transport down the well.
Yeah. ODDTP. Payday Monsanto. Let's get it, homie. We sleep. The alarm's going off. Beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All reality's made up by the elite. We sleep.
The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All reality's made up by the elite.
They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All reality's made up by the elite. I came here to kick some ass just like Roddy Piper. These motherfuckers that walk among us, they got me hyper. But don't be chewing that bubble gum, it's got aspartame. It's a chemical directly targeted at your brain. Just like the fluoride that they put in the water supply. And all the geoengineering we got in the sky. I'm trying to tell you, and I hope that you're hearing me clearly. This ain't no bullshit speculation, conspiracy theory. They live and they're controlling every move you make. From the apartment that you live in to the juice you drink. They give you television to help you ignore this prison while feeding you genetically modified organisms. They want us like the Walking Dead, just obey and consume. Don't worry about anything, keep awaiting your doom. To all my warriors out there, this is indeed my call. It's time to put a fucking end to this elite of we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All reality's made up by the elite.
When they try to prove their spinning ball Earth, it's remarkable. All their arguments are
absolutely fucking farcical.
It's clearly been shown your problems are resolvable.
Your theory has been honed to tiny little particles.
The pharmacological drugs they got the masses on precludes them from putting their rowdy body.
We sleep. The alarm's going off. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our reality's made up by the elite.
When they try to prove their spinning ball Earth, it's remarkable. All their arguments are absolutely fucking farcical. It's clearly been shown your theories are resolvable. Your theory has been blown into tiny little particles. The pharmacological drugs they got prove their spinning ball Earth.
Reality's made up by the elite.
When they try to prove their spinning ball Earth, it's remarkable. All their arguments are absolutely fucking farcical. It's clearly been shown your problems are resolvable. Your theory has been blown into tiny little particles. The pharmacological drugs they got the masses on precludes them from putting their rowdy body piper glasses on. And even when they do, they're unable to gaze too straight. Because for most of them, it's way too late for them to see past the conditions. They've not been listening to anything outside the paradigm imprisonment. They are ensconced in a nonsensical servitude, brainwashed by devils to revel in their servitude. It's idiocracy, pure hypocrisy. Waking these dummies up, it used to mean a lot to me. But nowadays I want to tip the canoes, and as they drown, tell them this is what you get when you snooze.
They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our reality's made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
We sleep. The alarm's going off, beep, beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up. Space may be a far frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be a far frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be a far frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be a far frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Have you ever dreamed of going up to outer space, or maybe meeting other beings from another place? Have you ever wondered what it's like on other planets? advanced. If you watch a science show and come to believe you understand it, you feel empowered by the knowledge and you feel enlightened. Listen in the Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. But then you wake up and you start to see the obvious. Life is just a lie and this whole world ain't what we thought it was. NASA's missions to the moon were never completed. They just filmed them in a room and people believe it. I used to wonder what it's like to be an astronaut. Now when I see them acting, I can't help but to laugh a lot. They give us cartoons and they claim that we live on the ball. But it's right and it's not moving or spinning at all. Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we want to know. After that, you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go. History has been rewritten by winners of wars. The Jesuit order, Khazars, Freemasons, and more. They pulled the veil over our eyes, and it's time to awaken. To organized indoctrination, our minds have been taken. It's time we take our power back and we rescue our people. The Vatican and the bankers are like Resident Evil. They may have had the greatest plan that was ever concocted, but Illuminati never thought that they'd ever be spotted. They're manufacturing reality all in our heads. They tell us if the earth is flat, it will fall off the I have my eyes closed, but then it died slow. Now I'd rather know. Now that I'm away, I have my eyes closed. Follow, get wet. I have my eyes closed. I had my eyes closed, my ignorance was bliss, but then it died slow as I replaced it with my fist. Now I'd rather know enlightenment's a bitch. Now that I'm aware that I'm infinite consciousness, I have my eyes closed, ignorance was bliss. Now I'm being followed, spreading messages. The threats might be hollow, I was focusing with this. I reject written in the brothers dumped away. I have my eyes closed. I had my eyes closed, my ignorance was bliss, but then with eyes closed, I replaced it with my fist. Now I'd rather know and rise from this abyss. Now that I'm aware that I'm thinking in consciousness, I had my eyes closed, ignorance was bliss. Now I'm being followed, spreading messages. The facts might be hollow, my response is the gifts. I can check, written in the brothers still the book. I have my eyes
What's going on, YouTube family? Working on my album, 618432, June 18th. And the reason I'm doing this video is to both document some of the process in case the store's big or early. People want to go and look at some of the background of the artist, the songs. And two, I named the album 618432, and in this video I'm going to explain why and where the 432 comes from. As you'll see on the screen, all the instruments are detuned or tuned properly to 432. We are tuned to 440. 8, 3, 4, 40. Now, I'm going to go on here and tune this back. Right now it is at 432, what we should be at.
After all the time I've spent tracking Majin Buu, I will avert him with my own hands. Oh, no, you don't. You're forgetting what I can do. Vegeta, destroy this nuisance. Kill the Supreme Kai. Nobody is fighting the Supreme Kai. Yes, kill him, Vegeta. I refuse. What? Your business with the Kai means nothing to me. Kakarot is my only objective. That's amusing, Vegeta, but I'm serious. My every fiber in your body I command you to destroy. Kill the Kai. No, get out of my head. I already told you. I will not be distracted from this anymore. I won't. It will take more than head games to stop me. You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing to say it always keeps. It will take more than head games to stop me. It will take more than head games to stop me anymore. I won't. It will take more than head games to stop me. You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing to say it always keeps. Encourage fault lines of it's like everyone has to be the same. Quite the opposite. The intent of this video encodes reality. And this is what Don Juan Matter said in another Castaneda book. I know that even now, though you never have suffered hunger, you have food anxiety, which is none other than the anxiety of the you never know that even now, the Castaneda book. I know that even now, though you never have suffered hunger, you have food anxiety, which is none other than the anxiety of the predator who fears that at any moment now its maneuver is going to be uncovered and its food source is going to be denied. Through the mind, which after all is their mind, the predators inject into the lives of human beings whatever is convenient for them. And they ensure, in this manner, a degree of security to act as a buffer against their fear. Sorcerers of ancient Mexico reasoned that man must have been a complete being at one point, with stupendous insights, feats of awareness that are mythological legends nowadays. Yes, exactly what we were before this intervention. And then everything seems to disappear, and we now have a sedated man. What I'm saying is what we have against us is not a simple predator. It is very smart and organized. It follows a methodical system to render us useless. Man, the magical being that he is destined to be, is no longer magical. He's an average piece of meat. There are no more dreams for man, but the dreams of an animal who is being raised to be a piece of meat, a trite conventional imbecilic. This is what we're being given the opportunity to break out of now. And that's why I keep saying the control system is all about the control of perception. You control that, you control behavior, you control physically. This is what Don Juan Matter in Central America in the Carlos Castaneda book said. Castaneda is quoting him here. He explained that sorcerers saw infant human beings as strange luminous balls of energy covered from the top to the bottom with a glowing coat, something like a coat of plastic adjusted tightly around the cocoon of energy. He said that that glowing coat of awareness was what the predators consumed, and that when a human reached adulthood,
All that was left of that fringe awareness was a narrow fringe that went from the ground to the top of the toes. That fringe permitted mankind to keep on living, but only barely. This is the energy vampiring I'm talking about, and they want children more than anything else. And what's happening, and this is why these hybrid bloodlines, the ratio of pedophiles among them is so dramatically high compared with the general population. It's because what's happening is when the vehicle, the human level, is having sex with a child, the possessing entity is drawing that energy off from the child and absorbing it. And it's that's the reason, or one major reason, why there's this obsession with pedophilia. You can almost know that the vast majority of people in the upper echelons of society are into this sort of stuff because they're possessed. And this is what that
Fucking disgusting
Satanist from Australia said in this confession or explanation of what goes on. Politicians are introduced by a carefully graded set of criteria and situations that enable them to accept that their victims will be our little secret. Young children sexually molested and physically abused by politicians worldwide are quickly used as sacrifices. In Australia, the bodies are hardly ever discovered, for Australia is still a wilderness. And this is the reason, or a major reason, why vast, staggering numbers of children we never hear about go missing every year.
In 1994, Carlos Castaneda focused his teachings on an outlandish proposition. The Sorcerer's Apprentice was now revealing to the world the secret that explained man's tragic state, his fall from grace. Some thought Charlie Spider must be kidding, but Carlos was dead serious. In fact, his first words to me were, the sorcerers of ancient Mexico were convinced that the mind is a 100% foreign installation. He then showed me the picture of an enormous black shadow that resembled a 12-foot human being flying over the Great Pyramids. He said, the ancient shamans called these beings the flyers, los voladores, because they saw these massive creatures soaring through the air, very dense and heavy, yet completely silent. Then Carlos dropped the ultimate bombshell. Those early sorcerers then saw that the flyers eat the awareness of human beings. We are food for them. And to ensure their food supply, they keep us captive like chickens, dull and complacent.
Fuck
How
that.
do they do this?
I met
They
them.
give us their minds, which then become our minds. Their boring, fearful minds, always
Yo.
focused on eating, always
Fucking-
worried about being caught. They give us our ideology.
Alright, well, I fucking met these goddamn things. I met these things. I met these things that they're talking about, the flyers, the archons. That's all they're interested in? Is just eating you, and you're eating your thoughts and eating your awareness? And that's how they get substance? Like, what the fuck, dude? I was questioning them. I'm like, so you just go around. You just go, you consider yourself an advanced civilization. And you go around deeming who you're gonna basically kill because you're taking their awareness. So you think that you can deem yourself righteous enough to take people's life and their awareness? Yeah, you're not an advanced civilization. You're a primitive hive collective mind that honestly should be exterminated. But since we're so kind, we'll probably let you live.
It's food for them. And to ensure their food supply, they keep us chickens, dull and complacent. These massive creatures soaring through the... Showed me the picture of...
Yo, I fucking met this shit, dude. These things stare at you. I'm like, I see you there. You're a giant. It's like at least a 20-foot entity. It's like a giant floating eye eel. And I can see you, and then you're getting closer and closer. And so, like, depending on my awareness to you, So like when I'm not paying attention to you, you're eating my unawareness. It's like, dude, what kind of fucking living is that, man? Like that's sketchy. That's paranoid. That's shady. That's some dark ass shit. Like, what kind of situation do you have to be involved in when where you have to hide in other dimensions and disguise yourself as different entities so you can feed yourself? Like, holy shit, man. What the fuck is going on with you?
Enormous black shadow that resembled a 12-foot human being flying over the Great Pyramids. He said, the ancient shamans called these beings the flyers, los voladores, because they saw these massive creatures soaring through the air, very dense and heavy, yet completely silent. Then Carlos dropped the ultimate bombshell. Those early sorcerers then saw that the flyers eat the awareness of human beings. We are food for them. And to ensure their food supply, they keep us captive like chickens, dull and complacent. How do they do this? They give us their minds, which then become our minds. Their boring, fearful minds, always focused on eating, always worried about being caught. They give us our idealities, our concepts of greed and power, love and romance. They are what have turned each and every one of us into egomaniacs, concerned only with me, me, me. We should be like Hubble telescopes, focusing our gaze outward on infinity. Instead, we have a mirror before our eyes, obsessed with our self-reflection, and all we are concerned with is ourselves, our small, puny selves, instead of the infinite mystery surrounding us. Then, just a few weeks after Carlos told me this, I saw a flyer as it zoomed silently across my living room floor. I thought it was a giant cat running out from under my couch. But then what became so strange was that if these creatures are truly so nefarious, so omnipresent, why had none of the channeled entities such as Bashar, Seth, Cryon, with their superior awareness after decades and hundreds of thousands of hours of channeled material, why had none of them ever mentioned the flyers? The only mention I had found of these creatures was made by John Lash, who proposed that the flyers are most likely the archons mentioned in Gnostic literature. As it turns out, John was onto something. In order to get affirmation from a channeled source, I tried to set up a meeting with Daryl Anka, who channeled Bashar. Although Daryl made it clear he gave readings to anyone who paid his $300 an hour fee, he was never able, willing, or interested.
Yeah, that's not true. So what you're saying about Daryl Anka paying a $300 per hour fee is untrue. So you're a liar. And I've talked to Daryl Anka face to face, and he didn't charge me anything. So you can go fuck yourself, you liar.
Truly so nefarious, so omnipresent, why had none of the channeled entities such as Bashar, Seth, Cryon, with their superior awareness after decades and hundreds of thousands of hours of channeled material, why had none of them ever mentioned the flyers? The only mention I had found of these creatures was made by John Lash, who proposed that the flyers are most likely the archons mentioned in Gnostic literature. As it turns out, John was onto something. In order to get affirmation from a channeled source, I tried to set up a meeting with Daryl Anka, who channeled Bashar. Although Daryl made it clear he gave readings to anyone who paid his $300 an hour fee, he was never able, willing, or interested in holding a session with me. In fact, he canceled twice, even though I was ready to fly out to his place in California. After these repeated cancellations, I was now really suspicious. But I didn't give up. And now, what you're about to hear is the first ever confirmation from a third-party channeled source about the existence of the flyers from an off-planet being known as Aishua.
Wonderful to be here with you in these living moments together in this day of our time. How are you?
I'm just great. So good to speak with you.
Yes, delightful, dear one, to have this opportunity to share and communicate with you our world, to blend with yours and create a whole new reality to experience and explore more of the infinite that we all are, more of the unconditional love that is all of our actual nature. And with that in mind, in what way would you most enjoy moving forward together in this day of our time?
The first question is, for 5 years, I was a student of Carlos Castaneda. And during this time, he dedicated his teachings primarily to educating his students on the black shadows that I have seen, shadows that I see zoom across the ground, fly through the air. We call them the flyers. They appear to be black inorganic energy, which I presume that might be the same things that the Gnostics called the archons. Carlos said that these black shadows, the flyers, are predatory. They consume human awareness. They feed off our emotions, mostly in fear. He also said that this is sort of where they're going, is that they give humans their minds, which become our minds. And his first words to me were that the sorcerers in ancient Mexico were convinced that the human mind is a 100% foreign installation. That the flyers give us our covetousness, our greed, our egomania, our idealities. And he said that the foreign nature of this mind becomes self-evident when it leaves, as it seems to have done in the case of Mr. Eugene Krishnamurti. my questions are you aware of these black shadows called the flyers?
The idea is, yes, in the way you have in that sense defined this, yes.
Okay. Are they indeed predatory as he described?
There are, in that sense, a variety. Some could be seen as predatory. There are some that are supportive in that sense, yes.
And so would these flyers also be what is called the archons? There's some people call them archons.
There are some who have associated this understanding with that name.
Okay. Do they indeed give humans their minds which become our minds?
It is, in a sense, understand all is one, one is all. So it isn't so much that they give you your minds. You could say you give them their existence, in a sense. It is an interaction of this and that. It isn't one or the other. You coexist to have a particular experience in each moment. Yes. So it isn't that one is giving the other the mind. You coexist to have a particular experience. You co-create in each moment. You follow this idea, or is there more you're about to ask or clarify?
I do, yes, I do, and I have grown to understand our relationship with them. I agree that I see what you're saying. It is a coexistence relationship, and there is sort of give and take.
Yes, they do not determine all then that you experience. They are not the determiners, unless you give over yourself to them in that sense and allow them to lead you in that way. But you can be the one who leads them in a sense. You are, in a sense, the master of your reality. But many people have been taught to allow others in that sense to determine, to influence them, to, in that sense, take over their co-creativeness in that idea. Be less empowered in that way. But you can be the one who is in charge in a sense, the master, the one who is creating in that way. You could see it as the one who is determining which shadows, which conscious beings are coming and going in that sense. If you think of it like a headquarters, your brain, your mind, in that sense, perhaps like a airport. You determine what planes, what beings, what shadows, what consciousness living forms come and go into the airport, what terminal they land at, who gets out, who gets on, in that sense. Yes, there are a vast variety of planes coming and going in different areas. And you can then take the hand to lead in that sense, to the master to determine who comes and goes, what shadows come and go. And there are many then that can begin in that way to be recognized as light beings in that sense, where they're to support you, and not in that sense being the idea of predatory, in that sense of giving over to some beings who take advantage in the sense of yourself. And who catch on in that sense. Yes, there are a vast variety of planes coming and going from different areas. And you can then take the hand, the
planes.
terminal,
Keyword.
Land at.
Keyword planes. Planes.
It's out.
This is apparently a being that is higher than Bashar. Planes.
Gets on in that sense. Yes, there are a vast variety of planes coming and going from different areas. And
there is a different variety, a vast variety of different planes coming and going.
You can then take the hand, lead in that sense, be the master to determine who comes and goes, what shadows come and go. And there are many then that can begin in that way to be recognized as light beings.
Listen, you can have light beings, shadow beings, light workers, shadow workers in your life. And what plane of existence are you operating on? Where are you at? Are you on lower levels? Because if you're on lower levels, then, well, you got to work up to the mid levels. Then you get to the higher levels. Like, there is levels. There are levels. So, like, it actually is a hierarchy. I'm starting to realize that, actually. Now that I'm growing older, I'm like, alright, well, apparently, like, there is an esoteric people and an exoteric people. So, like, the exoteric people, they're just out there and they're listening, and, you know, I appreciate them. Do they have good opinions? No. The exoteric people don't have good opinions because they're on the outside. The esoteric people have good opinions. I mean, have better. The reason the exoteric opinions are lesser than the esoteric opinions is that The exoteric opinions are just, they're basic bitch bullshit. You're a basic bitch if you're talking about outside stuff. You know, I like, you know, I mean, I love outside material, gardening, you know, cleaning up, and you know, I mean, I don't even like to get into this fucking nonsense. There's a different hierarchy. Some people are fucking stupid. If you're stupid, you're an exoteric person. You remain on the outside. That's how it goes. You're on the outside. You're a stupid person, so you remain on the outside of the conversation. You can't get on the inside of the conversation because you're on the outside of it. The reason you can't get on the inside of the conversation is because you're on the outside of the conversation. How could you possibly get in the inside conversation when you're in the outside conversation? You're boring. You don't have good ideas. People want shit to flow. People, they want ideas. They want money. They want power. They want sex. That's how it goes. I want money, power, success, fame. That's how it goes in the society.
Beings in that sense, who are there to support you, and not in that sense be the idea of predatory, in that sense of giving over to some beings who would take advantage in the sense of yourself. In that sense, they might be considered a predator.
I guess the problem is because humans are unaware that they exist at all, it makes it that much easier.
Yes, certainly. Thank you.
So making people aware that they're there to give people a heads up.
Yes.
I get the sense that something is being done to eradicate these beings. I don't know. I just get that feeling that something is being done to divert them away from Earth.
On many levels, on many varieties of your being, you have found or inviting consciousnesses that are more aware, more, in that sense, empowered, more masters. And that awareness of all of these beings coming into your state of being is beginning to, in that sense, push them out, because more people in your world are realizing they are the masters of their reality. And thus then there is less and less frequency for those that would in that sense be like predators. They are in that sense being pushed out. The frequency is no longer supportive for the lifestyle that they enjoy in that sense. Yes?
Thank you. Okay, here, thank you so much. We're done with that topic for now.
Saturday, April 8th, 1962. In our conversations, Don Juan consistently used or referred to the phrase man of knowledge, but never explained what he meant by it. I asked him about it. A man of knowledge is one who has followed truthfully the hardships of learning, he said. A man who has, without rushing or without faltering, gone as far as he can in unraveling the secrets of power and knowledge. Can anyone be a man of knowledge? No, not anyone.
Then what must a man do to become a man of knowledge? He must challenge and defeat his four natural enemies. The enemies a man encounters on the path of learning to become a man of knowledge are truly formidable. Most men succumb to them. What kind of enemies are they, Don Juan? He refused to talk about the enemies. He said it would be a long time before the subject would make any sense to me. I tried to keep the topic alive and asked him if he thought I could become a man of knowledge. He said no man could possibly tell that for sure. Sunday, April 15th, 1962. As I was getting ready to leave, I decided to ask him once more about the enemies of a man of knowledge. I argued that I could not return for some time, and it would be a good idea to write down what he had to say and then think about it while I was away. He hesitated for a while, but then began to talk. When a man starts to learn, he's never clear about his objectives. His purpose is faulty. His intent is vague. He hopes for rewards that will never materialize, for he knows nothing of the hardships of learning. He slowly begins to learn, bit by bit at first, then in big chunks, and his thoughts soon clash. What he learns is never what he pictured or imagined, and so he begins to be afraid. Learning is never what one expects. Every step of learning is a new task, and the fear the man is experiencing begins to mount mercilessly, unyieldingly. His purpose becomes a battlefield, and thus he has stumbled upon the first of his natural enemies. Fear. Terrible enemy, treacherous and difficult to overcome. It remains concealed at every turn of the way, prowling, waiting, and if the man, terrified in his presence, runs away, his enemy will have put an end to his quest. What will happen to the man if he runs away in fear? Nothing happens to him except that he will never learn. He will never become a man of knowledge.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you people are listening or not, but you're learning your enemies. You actually should be really interested in this. That's the thing about these fucking stupid people, is that they're not interested in things that they should be interested in. You're boring. You're a fucking boring person. What do you have going on? Do you do anything that actually does something? Or are you just a boring fucking stooge? Are you a fraud stooge? Think about that. Are you a fraud stooge? Are you a fraud stooge? Fraud stooge? What's the deal? God, stop being a fraud stooge. Fucking simple. I don't have to worry about being called out about being a fraud stooge. You do. Call me out. Oh my god. This fucking comedy business is small. Bunch of fucking... My partner, my relating lover, was telling me about a comedian that she's been watching lately. Oh, my roommate, my my family member, my friend, she showed me a comedian, Brad Williams, or Bradley Cooper, and man, he's funny, a little midget guy. And I'm like, yeah, actually, like, my friends know him, and it's just like, it's interesting. I talk to his friends. I know his friends. Have you ever heard of this little midget comedian? Yeah, I've heard of Brad the midget comedian. Like, I'm friends with his friends, and his friends know me. And I've never seen Brad the Midget Comedian. I would like to see him, and I will. But I don't know. This whole fucking comedy world, the business world, the fashion world, it's all alright. It's very simple to figure out. It's very simple. I'll let you know.
Mercilessly, unyieldingly, his purpose becomes a battlefield, and thus he has stumbled upon the first of his natural enemies, fear. A terrible enemy, treacherous and difficult to overcome. It remains concealed at every turn of the way, prowling, waiting, and if the man, terrified in its presence, runs away, his enemy will have put an end to his quest. What will happen to the man if he runs away in fear? Nothing happens to him except that he will never learn. He will never become a man of knowledge. He will perhaps be a bully or a harmless, scared man. At any rate, he will be a defeated man. His first enemy will have put an end to his cravings. And what can he do to overcome fear? The answer is very simple. He must not know it. He must defy his fear. And in spite of it, he must take the next step in learning, and the next, and the next. He must be fully afraid, and he must not stop. That is a rule. And the moment will come when his first enemy retreats. Won't man be afraid again if something new happens to him? No. Once a man has vanquished fear, he's free from it for the rest of his life. Because instead of fear, he's acquired clarity. A clarity of mind which erases fear. By then, a man knows his desires. He knows how to satisfy those desires. He can anticipate the new steps of learning, and a sharp clarity surrounds everything. The man feels that nothing is concealed. And thus he has encountered his second enemy, clarity. That clarity of mind which is so hard to obtain dispels fear, but also blinds. It forces the man never to doubt himself. It is like something incomplete. If the man yields to this make-believe power, he succumbs to his second enemy and will fumble with learning. He will be clear as long as he lives, but he will no longer learn or yearn for anything. But what does he have to do to avoid being defeated? He must do what he did with fear. He must defy his clarity and use it only to see. The moment will come when he will understand that his clarity was only a point before his eyes. He will know at this point that the power he's been pursuing for so long is finally his. He can do with it whatever he pleases. His ally is at his command. His wish is the rule. He sees all that is around him. He's also come across his third enemy, power. A man at this stage.
Seriously, you gotta wake the fuck up, you fag bitches. You're a bunch of fag bitch cunts. Oh, are you a fag bitch cunt? You little bitchy fag cunt? Aww. You're a bitchy faggot cunt? Aww.
Hardly notices.
Grow the fuck up, dude. Grow the fuck up, woman. Seriously. Get in touch with yourself. You're off base. Oh my god. He used the words faggot, bitchy, cunt in the same sentence. Like, what the fuck? Never heard it put out like that. I've never been called a little fag, bitch, cunt. Yeah, grow up, fag, bitch, cunt. Oh, I'm not gonna get monetized anymore. Oh no, no more money coming to this feed because I said fag, bitch, cunt. Fucking losers, dude. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Mature yourselves.
Him, but he's also come across his third enemy, power. A man at this stage hardly notices his third enemy closing in on him, and suddenly, without knowing, he will certainly have lost the battle. His enemy will have turned him into a cruel, capricious man. Will he lose his power? No. He will never lose his clarity or his power. Well, what then will distinguish him from a man of knowledge? A man who is defeated by power dies without really knowing how to handle it. Power is only a burden upon his fate. Such a man has no command over himself and cannot tell when or how to use his power. Well, how can he defeat his third enemy, Don Juan? He has to defy it, deliberately. He has to come to realize the power he has seemingly conquered is in reality never his. He must keep himself in line at all times, handling carefully and faithfully all that he has learned. Thus he will have defeated his third enemy. The man will be by then at the end of his journey of learning, and almost without warning, he will come upon the last of his enemies, old age. This enemy is the cruelest of all, the one he won't be able to defeat completely, but only fight away. But if the man sloughs off his tiredness and lives his fate through, he can then be called a man of knowledge, if only for the brief moment when he succeeds in fighting off his last invincible enemy. That moment of clarity, power, and knowledge is enough.
What? Coffee? Coffee? Huh? Are you having some? Yeah.
Do you go to GNC at all?
GNC?
That place that sells supplements to buy them.
Oh, no, but I know people that do.
Because I have $250 on my wellness card that I have to use. I think GNC is one of the places, so I don't know if it's Seth go there, or
No.
do you want to go and see if there's anything that you could buy?
No, but I'll call up someone immediately and ask her. Yeah.
Yeah, because if they want to, they want us to buy stuff, like we could sell it to them for less money.
Yeah.
Just to use it up, so I don't know.
GNC 250.
Well, I won't use the whole 250 because I'm thinking I'm gonna call it a massage. That'll be about $80.
Okay.
But
Like 150.
Yes, he says like, you know, yeah.
175, 150.
Yeah, so I mean, they don't have to spend a thing, but because I can use it for other stuff. But I don't want to join a gym.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, I could. That's why Dad was going to use it, and I got to use it by the end of this month. So yeah, call your friend and say, hey,
doing?
You know, tell her if she wants to go travel with us, and she can pick it, or tell us what she wants or whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and yeah, coffee's upstairs.
All right, sure. Yeah. All right, man. Peace.
The Spiritual Warrior, Journey to Ixtlan. A warrior proceeds strategically. A warrior is an immaculate hunter who hunts power. A warrior is guided by their unbending purpose and can fend off anything. It is of no use to be sad and complain and feel justified in doing so, believing that someone is always doing something to us. Nobody is doing anything to anybody. The mood of a warrior calls for control over themselves, and at the same time it calls for abandoning themselves. A warrior makes their own mood. A warrior is a hunter. They calculate everything. That's control. But once their calculations are over, they act. They let go. That's abandon. A warrior is not a leaf at the mercy of the wind. No one can push them. No one can make them do things against themselves or against their better judgment.
A warrior is tuned to survive, and they survive in the best of all possible fashions. For a warrior, there is nothing offensive about the acts of their...
Yeah, I'm going to pause this real quick and tell everybody that the people that are not listening to this right now, you're fucking stupid. Like, are you single? Are you with your loved one? Like, why aren't you listening to this? You're boring. What do you have that's going on in your life? Put on Flat Earth Subgenius Society. Actually, that's not true. Because Flat Earth Subgenius Society has been taken down. So, Flat Earth Asshole Rants has been taken over now. So, Flat Earth Asshole Rants, aka Fear. Flat Earth Asshole Rants is what's going to be going on here for the next couple of weeks. And then I'm going to get my channel that's been banned for a couple of months back, aka Flat Earth Subgenius Society. It's like every time I start getting some steam going, I'm like getting some subscribers. They want to peg me down and mute me for a couple of months. It's interesting how they allow all these other fucking boring ass nobodies to fucking speak their minds. All these boring ass nobodies can fucking speak their minds, but I can't speak my goddamn fucking mind. It's pretty fucking interesting. You're a boring ass nobody. Fucking loser. How many more truth tellers tell you what's going on here? And actually let you in on what's going on here. Santos Bonacci, Brother Sanchez, Jay Dreamers, Chronicles of Judah, Flat Earth Subgenius Society, Flat Earth Asshole Rants. It's fucking boring, dude. Boring fucking channels.
fellow men, as long they calculate everything. That's control. But once their calculations are over, they act. They let go. That's abandon. A warrior is not a leaf at the mercy of the wind. No one can push them. No one can make them do things against themselves or against their better judgment. A warrior is tuned to survive, and they survive in the best of all possible fashions. For a warrior, there is nothing offensive about the acts of their fellow men, as long as they themselves are acting within the proper mood. A warrior never turns their back to power without atoning for the favors received. What determines the way one does anything is personal power. A person is only the sum of their personal power, and that sum determines how we live and how we die. Personal power is a feeling, something like being lucky, or one may call it a mood. Personal power is something that one acquires regardless of one's origin. Personal power can be used, and it is possible to store it. Hunting power is a very strange affair. There is no way to plan it ahead of time. That's what's exciting about it. A warrior proceeds as if they had a plan, though, because they trust their personal power. They know for a fact that it will make them act in the most appropriate fashion. A warrior acts as if they knew what they were doing, when in effect, they know nothing. A warrior is impeccable when they trust their personal power, regardless of whether it is small or enormous. Power has the peculiarity of being unnoticeable when it is being stored. The most difficult part about the warrior's way is to realize that the world is a feeling. There is no way to escape the doing of our world. So what a warrior does is turn their world into their hunting ground. As a hunter, A warrior knows that the world is made to be used, so they use every bit of it. A warrior is like a pirate that has no qualms in taking and using anything they want, except that the warrior doesn't mind, or they don't feel insulted when they are used and taken themselves. When they have to act with their fellow men, a warrior follows the doing of strategy. And in that doing, there are no victories or defeats. In that doing, there are only actions. All of us, whether or not we are warriors, have a cubic centimeter of chance that pops out in front of our eyes from time to time. The difference between an average person and a warrior is that the warrior is aware of this, and one of their tasks is to be alert, deliberately waiting, so that when their cubic centimeter pops out, they have the necessary speed and the prowess to pick it up.
I mean, are you not aware of that tiny little bit of awareness? Holy shit. Oh my god, I have to call. I would assume you're eating some delicious chicky. No? Well, I guess I'm on my own then. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. You got me where I got you. Alright. Well, you enjoy that. Have a good one. Bye, my babes. Cool. Well, that's how it goes. Yeah.
From time to time. The difference between an average person and a warrior is that the warrior is aware of this, and one of their tasks is to be alert, deliberately waiting, so that when their cubic centimeter pops out, they have the necessary speed and the prowess to pick it up. Chance, good luck, personal power, or whatever you may call it, is a peculiar state of affairs. It is like a very small stick that comes out in front of us and invites us to pluck it. Usually we are too busy or too preoccupied or just too stupid and lazy to realize that that is our cubic centimeter of luck. A warrior, on the other hand, is always alert and tight and has the spring and the gumption necessary to grab it. Only as a warrior can one survive the path of knowledge, because the art of a warrior is to balance the terror of being alive with the wonder of being alive. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
A warrior is a way of life, a way of thinking, a way of being. Carlos Castaneda says we choose only once to be warriors or ordinary. We choose only once because choosing to be a warrior alters your fundamental approach to life. While others will view everything as a blessing or a curse, you will see only challenge. And a warrior lives to overcome challenge. Every warrior has a code, an ethos. It is an invisible thread that connects all of his warrior brothers and sisters. Stephen Pressfield asks, how do we find our true calling, our soul, our destiny? The answer is, in this task, our greatest ally is the warrior. A warrior never hopes, but yet he must have faith. Hope is powerless, useless. The longer we sit in hope, the more time we wait. Because the universe gives only what is sought, only what is believed. Because at times not every path is clear, and not every enemy is highly right. When the forest is dark, the warrior holds his ground with faith that if he remembers the warrior code, the light to illuminate the darkness will come. For the warrior, the body is as important as the mind, so the two are inseparable. Daniel Bolelli writes, a person who knows there's a wild wolf living under his skin is less likely to be intimidated by reality. When the mind is in doubt, the body provides tangible proof. The warrior is not an ascetic. He does not deny himself the pleasures of conquest simply for the sake of denying them. He realizes that in doing so, it's easy to think he's doing great things, when really he is just focused on himself. But neither is he attached to these pleasures. He can walk away from them at any time. Sometimes he does, just to prove it to himself. The warrior is a natural leader, and he leads under one principle: follow me. When Alexander the Great was threatened with mutiny after years of brutal campaigning in India, he stepped forward, stripped off his armor, and challenged his men. Bring forth a man who has bled more than me, and we will go home. No one stepped forward, because it was Alexander, riding his horse Bucephalus with a double plume, leading every charge. His men erupted in cheers and pounded their shields. The warrior is a believer. As Paulo Coelho says, because he believes in miracles, miracles begin to happen. Because he is sure that his thoughts can change his life begins to change. Because he is certain that he will find love, love appears. The warrior is highly tuned to sense the end. He does not fear. He does not fear because pain is temporary and death an illusion. What is eternal cannot die. He knows that he will laugh, he will love, and he will fight it for all eternity. If he errs, if he wanders, if he indulges in self-pity, he does not despair. He knows that he is human, and he remembers the choice that he made. He picks his sword back up from the ground and resumes the path to the warrior. A warrior fights for one reason alone: love of life, love of what is good, love of family, love of pride, love for his infinite soul on the quest for tranquility. He lets love swell in his heart, flushing through every cell of his being. Can't help him.
Bunch of fucking ungrateful pieces of shit, dude. Go fuck yourselves.